savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike. Yeah.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second and a yard, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second down, Haskins. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Haskins to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 31, check 31.
Mixon with a first down carry. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Check 3, check 3.
Now Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. This is Pittsburgh. This is 15. Check my 15. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now it's Haskins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Shit, shit, shit. Don't get nervous.
2nd down and goal. Haskins and Braith, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's come, let's come, let's come.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he'll get this to Eckler.
Let's go, boys.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All 52. Regular. Here we go. Hey, exit. Mike 50.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen now throwing again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, look 3. Motion.
Here's Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They run the counter. It's Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Everyone go. Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Switch. Wall, get wall.
They run forward with Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down, Cleveland.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Carson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Ravens 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Jim, tight. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Watch the screen.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Kill. Hatchet.
Now Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
A spin. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, it's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
We want it. Come to my...
Once again, they run with Mixon. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 99. Check 99. Rotate. Spell. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
We go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Henderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go, G. You go tight. You got tight. You got talk.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 37. Check 37.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Round 80! 55! Too little,
Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They run again with Carson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Allen going to throw. Able to find Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Motion, motion, motion.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye.
55. Tackle, tackle. Check 50.
On 2nd and goal. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Let's go one more. Choose it. 51 for Mike, boys. 51. Hey.
Smells fear in that offense.
Haskins from his own end zone. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On the set, to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give. Eckler running to the right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
It's Eckler again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, I can reach tracks. Let's go.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, it's Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Check. 319. Check. 55 to right. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
319. Mike 50. Bring it. Bring it.
Now Allen. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle it? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will